So the world doesn't need more knowledge, it needs more connection, it needs more humanity, it needs more relationship building. Ontological coaching, ontological leadership is a way to engage with people that keeps them human, keeps our human beingness at the core while we're still headed for the results.
Coaching is just a different conversation. I would say it's a conversation where we create real engagement with people, where we get to be compassionate, really get to know them, where they're about, what's working for them and what not, and where they want to go, what's next for them.
One of the keys of ontology is the ability to see the world in a different way. So when people see things differently, the world changes.
We all have things that are totally transparent to us. We call them habits. And working with an ontological coach, one of the things that you'll experience is the coach supporting you to see what's become transparent for you. Once you can see some of these habits, it's almost like you got the power back. Your life had been on railway tracks because you were just carrying on doing or feeling or thinking the same way. And then working with a coach, it's almost like you can step out of yourself and go, oh, yeah, actually, I can see myself on those railway tracks. Now, do I want to carry on? Do I want to make a turn?
Probably one of the biggest aha moments I had in my life was when one of my teachers said, the language that we use is not innocent. The words we actually use impact the results we get. And it's not just the words I use, it's the stories I tell myself about what I can do, what I can't do. It's the beliefs, it's the values, it's the assumptions I make. So in ontological learning, we're really getting at how is it that I have constructed the way I see the world and move in it, and what's in my way.
An interesting thing around changing behavior is sports teams. Sports in particular, confidence is like gold dust. Belief is like gold dust. Interestingly, in business, it's true as well.
What we learn through somatics is really to see what are the range of different movements that I have available in my body. I do what I do, and I get the results that I get with the things that I have available now, with the being that I am now. But that doesn't mean that I cannot learn other dispositions, other distinctions that will make me to be a different person with more distinctions, that I will be able to do more things and get different things.
We notice a person's leadership ability the instant they walk in a room. The field of somatics within the domain of leadership is the ability to be conscious about the way you move and the way you breathe and the way you hold your emotions as you become a leader.
So it's a very different presence when the leader needs to ask for something, when the leader needs to be followed, when the leader needs the team to really adapt to the change that the world is living.
I work with a lot of women on the issue of confidence. Self-doubt is a big conversation that we address. I work with a lot of women who don't have anger available to them. Well, you need anger. Anger is critical for dignity because dignity says you've crossed this boundary and it's not okay with me.
We need different emotions. We need honesty, we need openness, we need transparency. We need to talk about so many things in the organizations, and we need to talk with everyone. So conversations is part of our daily life. How we make offers, how we commit to our promises.
In business, one of the biggest breakdowns is our appalling ability to make a good request. How many companies have I been to where this meeting was a meeting to talk about what we agreed at the last meeting? Because we thought we'd made good requests, but actually we didn't have the same conversations. These can be the make or breaks of business decisions.
We're teaching people to practice calmness and stability in the midst of this storm, to remain focused and get clarity on what it is that I ultimately want to achieve. And at the same time, to remain open and flexible to what's coming to them, and to develop some lightness and joy on their journey.
One of the things that happens is people say, oh my gosh, I'm shaping differently, I'm speaking differently, and the world is opening up with different possibilities. When people start expanding their capacity, magic starts to take over.
The number of people that have come through our program and said, you know what, I came here to be a better manager, boss, leader, or I came to be a coach, and you know what the biggest difference is? I'm talking to my children differently.
Most people we meet are successful in terms of their career, their personal life. They are successful by the standards. And looking at what's next, what else is possible for me? And that's where I believe ontological learning comes in.
I think we have to recognize that the human being is at the center of everything that we do. An ontological approach to learning and to leadership and to coaching recognizes that as human beings we do have habits that don't serve us. We do have blind spots. What are those? How do you shift those so that you can be more empowered to take care of the future that really matters to you?